Hello everybody and welcome back to another video on the channel, and today will be the 16th update of Jakarta Dewantara-Nusantara International Airport. So yeah, this will be a morning update, as you guys already know. Oh wow, it's been what, 5 morning day night cycles already, which is kind of crazy to think about. But yeah, without further ado, I guess let's just start with the video. We're just gonna go ahead and start off with this Cathay Pacific Airbus A350-900. This plane is currently on the taxiway taxiing to the runway, and it will be headed out to Hong Kong's Chaplakok International Airport. Not sure if I pronounced that right. Now going on to the remote gates. Here we have the Garuda Indonesia Boeing 737-800 currently being pushed back out of its stand, and this plane will be operating a domestic flight headed out to Medan International Airport. Meanwhile, we have the Lion Air Boeing 737-900ER extended range with the Boeing house colors mixed in over here, and it is currently deboarding passengers as has just arrived in from Tanjung Pinang International Airport, and later on in the day it will be headed out to Yogyakarta International Airport. Going over to the A terminal, now we have the Garuda Indonesia Boeing 777-300ER extended range with the mask sticker on the nose cone, as you can see. This plane is just currently deboarding some passengers as has just arrived in from Jeddah International Airport, and it will only fly again later in the afternoon. And opposite at gate A2, we have the United Boeing 767-400. This plane is currently going to get pushed back out of its gate, and it will be headed out to Singapore Changi International Airport first, and then after that it will be heading on out to, can't seem to remember. Alright, so first it will be heading out to Changi in Singapore, and then afterwards it will be heading out to Honolulu International Airport in Hawaii. And over at gate A3, here we have the All Nippon Airways Boeing 787-9 Dreamliner in the Star Wars R2-D2 special livery. This one is just currently boarding some passengers right now and will be headed out to Tokyo Haneda International Airport very soon. And next up, we have a Delta Airbus A330-900neo that has just arrived in from Honolulu in Hawaii. Well, it's a stopover in Honolulu because this flight is actually from Atlanta International Airport. But as you can see, plane's currently getting some catering service done, and it will be flying back out to Honolulu before ending its actual flight in Atlanta International Airport. And moving on to gate A7, I figured I'll just cover these two planes at once. On the left is the AirAsia Airbus A321neo, currently having some baggage loaded on, and it will be headed out to Kuala Lumpur International Airport, while next to it is the Malaysian Airlines Boeing 737 MAX 8, currently deboarding some passengers. It has just arrived in from Kuala Lumpur as well, and of course we'll be heading back out there very soon. And now we're going to be moving over to the second part of the airport. And starting off at the remote gates, here we have the CityLink Airbus A320neo. It is currently deboarding some passengers as has just arrived in from Manado International Airport, and then later on it will be headed out to what again? Right, Denpasar Ngurah Rai International Airport in Bali. And moving over to the other remote gate, here we have a Garuda Indonesia Airbus A330-200, currently having some catering service done, and this plane will also be headed out to Denpasar Ngurah Rai International Airport in Bali. Now moving over to the B terminal, we don't have much traffic, but we should cover it anyways. Starting off, we have the Batik Air Boeing 737-800. This plane is currently being pushed back right now of its gate, as you can see, with the pushback, the bar tug, whatever it's called. And this flight will be headed out to Penang International Airport. Moving over to gate B5, here we have the AirAsia X A330-900 Neo. It is going to get pushed back soon, and of course it will be headed out to Bangkok Don Muang International Airport. I'm just gonna consider this AirAsia X, but based in Thailand. And our final plane for today at gate B6 is the Singapore Airlines Boeing 787-10 Dreamliner. This plane has just arrived in from Singapore Changi International Airport, so it is currently deboarding passengers, as you can see with the airstairs and buses. And then later on, it will also be headed back out to Singapore Changi International Airport. So yeah, that is pretty much it for today's airport update. Although, okay, I think I shared this in my Balikpapan airport already, so scratch that. But anyways, hopefully you enjoyed this video, and thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one.